The A's that can change your life as you know it. Firstly, you need to be able to acknowledge any problems, any issues, any missteps, anything that keeps holding you back. You need to acknowledge the problem head on first. Then you need to go ahead and take your accountability because you're an adult and say, yeah, the problem is me. The problem is I'm saying that I want to do this, this, and this, and I'm not doing it. That's your accountability. Accept the fact that it's put you in this predicament right here, right now. And it's a lot of, the accountability and the accepting it kind of goes hand to hand. You will not be accountable unless you accept the fact that you know that you're doing XYZ. And the very last one is adapt. You need to change something. You need to switch it up. You need to figure it out what it is that you need to be doing that can really put you on the right trajectory. Those 4 things can really, if you let them, can really change how you go about any journey that you're on. The first problem is always acknowledging that there is even a problem. If your problem is the fact that you continue to overtrade every single day and you never acknowledge the fact that you're trading way too much, or you're doing way too much, you're talking way too much, you're gossiping way too much, you in too many people's business way too much, you'll never be able to move on to the next phase, which is taking the accountability that you are actually doing these things. You have to acknowledge the problem head on. You have to take that hard look in the mirror and say, yeah, I'm doing too much. I'm doing way too much. One of my biggest things was, yeah, I'm hesitating a lot, and I would always make excuses on it. Oh, well, price was looking scary, price was looking sketchy, the chart was just going back and forth. But yet I've done the work, I've done the hard work, so it shouldn't be a problem for me to just push a button. So what's the point of me hesitating? I had to acknowledge the fact that I constantly hesitate whenever it was time to take a trade. And that would leave me dumbfounded, because 7 out of 10 times, if I hesitate on a trade, it's going to run without me. And then I'm going to experience FOMO so bad. And for the most part, I usually always just stay out, because once I miss my opportunity to get in and price starts running, I'm not going to chase it. I don't chase nothing. So, I'm not about to sit there and chase it. But then for me to come back, or for me to actually watch my trade play out, it will be so annoying. But like I said, as soon as I really start acknowledging the fact that this is happening because you're hesitating, and why you're hesitating for what? Like I said, whenever you put the work in, it's nothing for you to be hesitating about. So just push the button. But I had to acknowledge the fact that that was on me. Once I really knew and really talked about, journaled about it, and just sat there and was like, well, why do I do this? I take the accountability aspect of it. Like I said, then that's where it goes into a little bit deeper, where it's on some, okay, I'm doing everything I need to do on the back end, but why do I always have a hard time pushing the button? What is it that is getting in my way? Is it because I want to take it, but I want to be greedy? Is it I want to take it, but I might be trying to revenge trade? It could run from a plethora of things. It can run from a plethora of things, but it's like, as long as I have acknowledged it, Ace, you're really cramping my video right now. As long as I have acknowledged it and I've taken the accountability for it, okay, now I'm accepting the fact that I have an issue, I have a problem. What can I do to change it? Maybe I need to lower my lot size down. And like I said, what are we going to do to adapt to be able to move forward with that? Like I said, maybe I need to lower my lot size. Maybe I need to go from trading minis to micros. You have to figure out those little things that's going to help you change. For a while, mine was to put on limit orders. So there was no, I'm hesitating to push the button. As soon as price got to my level, to my limits, then we're in there. And so you have to put things in place that is going to make it easier for you to do the things that you need to do. And then you also need to take things out that's making your life hard, period. Like, you don't, like I said, you don't have to sit there and be in every single group chat and every single live trade and every single podcast on X talking about trading. Dim it down some. You got too much going on. And, I know I'm talking about trading a lot, but it applies to real life as well with your everyday problems. Oh, man, I'm always late to work. I'm always late to wherever I go. Why? Okay, you acknowledge the fact that you're always late, but why are you always late? Well, I did stay up till midnight, and then I was scrolling on my phone this morning when I got up. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. Okay, you acknowledge that you're taking accountability that you are doing something that you shouldn't be doing, or you're getting in your own way. So you accept that. Okay, so now what do I have to do to change it? What will I need to do to adapt so I can make sure that I'm on time everywhere I go? How about you go to bed on time? How about whenever you open your eyes, the first thing you do is not grab your phone? How about you don't snooze your alarm 50 million times? Just get up. When it comes to stuff like that, it's such a simple fix. And yeah, people might give you the, it's easier said than done. I was about to say it's harder. Whatever. I don't know what I was about to say. It's easier said than done, but once you really start getting to it, it's not that bad. It's not that hard. It's just you didn't want to do those things because it was your comfort. You were comfortable in it. Okay, do you want to be comfortable or do you want to change your life for the better? Like, choose whichever one you want to do, because it can go either way. It can go left, it can go right. But if you want to continue to progress, you have to choose the things that are going to be better for you. And like I said, that's in everything you do. It can even be on why is my stomach always hurting? Okay, what did you eat? What have you been eating? Are you just filling your body full of junk? Are you actually giving your body the proper fluids that it needs? Like, what are you doing? And everything that you can throw at me, I'm telling you, you can apply those 4 A's to anything, and you can really get to the bottom of whatever your problem is. Whether it be you want to sell your clothes, like, oh, why are my clothes not doing anything? Okay, look, is it the quality of your work? Is it because you're not reaching a certain audience? Like, what is it? Is it because you procrastinating on certain things? What is it? Whenever it comes to you want to be the next biggest influencer, but you barely doing any streams, you barely doing any, like I said, you barely putting yourself out there, and you expect everything to just come to you like that, and it's not. Nothing is going to come to you that easy. And I promise you, anything that comes to you as easy as you got it, as easy as it'll go away. And I know that sucks, and sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes you can hold on to it for a while, and a lot of times, that's a slippery slope to be on, because it can start with one thing and it can end up a whole nother. It can end up bad. So you don't always want to sit there and try to take the easy way out of stuff. Be an adult. Be responsible. Even if you're a teenager, you're a young adult. It's the teenagers now. Y'all different, okay? The teenagers now compared to the teenagers when I was a teenager, different. Now, don't get me wrong. Y'all do a lot of good, but it's like y'all had to grow up so fast in this world, and it's just like y'all don't even have time to be a kid. Or are you sitting there and being around people that's just not for you and not good for you, and you have to realize that later on in life. And that's I'm trying to help you in that area, because look, even when it comes to your friends, why do I always end up in trouble every time I go out with this friend? Well, let's just take a crack at it. Are you acknowledging that? What are the things that you're doing whenever you and that one particular friend hang out? Are y'all up to no good? Are y'all being mischievous? Are y'all actually doing something good? Are y'all planning? It's one thing to have fun, but it's another thing to be a delinquent. It's another thing to just sit there and just stress your parents out for no reason. And you really don't need to be doing anything like that. Okay, so you acknowledge it. At the end of the day, you can't just say, oh, it's this friend's fault. My friend doing this, my friend doing this. Okay, you can very much be right about that, but what part do you play in it? Are you egging this friend on? Are you telling this friend, no, we don't need to be doing that anymore? Or are you maybe, if it get to the point, if you have, you've acknowledged it, you've taken accountability on your end, you've accepted the things that are going wrong, and you try to adapt and change it, and you tell that friend, look, friend, we either gonna do this, this, and this, or we can't be friends anymore. We either gonna chill on doing this, or you can go do this on your own with the other. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm trying to move forward with my life. I have way too much riding for me. My parents did way too much for me, and I'm not about to just keep squandering it. And that's the other thing that I was saying about y'all in this day and age. Y'all have to work. It's just crazy because how it's been hard for every generation, but it's like for y'all generation in particular, like the cost of living, like everything is just up. It's up, and the cost of living and everything else going up with inflation, and the only thing that's not inflating is our paychecks. So you owe it to yourself, not to your parents, not to your grandparents, not to anybody else. You owe it to yourself and God to be the best person that you possibly can be, and make sure that you're doing everything that it is that you need to do. God will continue to put dreams and visions in your head and make you feel a certain type of way whenever you hang out with certain people, or whenever you're doing certain things. That's that Holy Spirit be bothering you, and it's because you are greater than that. Have you actually acknowledged the fact that you just might be called? I'm just saying. Hey, look at your life. Take a step back and look at your life. Like, when do things get crazy? When do things get on the fritz? Like, how much more do you need to see the things that you need to see for you to actually be willing to change everything? It's not that hard, y'all. Like I said, it's a lot of small little changes. Small mundane changes. It's small mundane changes that you can do day by day, step by step. And you just got to take a crack at it. You got to try. Like, life is already hard enough. But when you are trying to go after your dreams, it's going to be 10 times harder. So yes, you need to stop and acknowledge every obstacle that's in your path. And of course, you're going to have some stuff that just pop up along the way, and you maneuver through it. And then now you've learned from that lesson, and you don't have to go through something like that again. Or you can help somebody else maneuver through that. But I'm just saying, this is one of the biggest things. Out of everything, I feel they all are very important. But for me, out of everything I was about to say all four of them again. It's really, nothing changes if you never acknowledge that there is something that needs to be changed. I feel like that one is the biggest one. Because how are you supposed to get better? How are you supposed to adapt to anything if you don't know that something has to give, something needs to be subtracted out of my life, or something needs to be added onto my life, or something needs to be taken away out of my routine. I need to stop talking to this person. I need to stop doing this. I need to be able to make sure that I'm up. It's all about acknowledgement. You have to acknowledge the things that are blocking your blessing, pretty much. And then after the acknowledgement, it has to be the accountability. Because you low-key start changing. Once you really understand and realize, I'm the problem. Is it me, Jesus? Am I the problem? Like, once you really realize where the problem lies, you already start to change. Especially if you continuously think about it. So, that acknowledgement and that accountability for oneself is astronomical in life, period. I'm not even just no entrepreneur journey, in life, period, because it will take you so much further than what you know. It's even if you got a gift inside you and you keep shutting it down and pushing it down, but it's something bigger, it's something greater that you need to do. Are you going to acknowledge that side of you? What is it that you do that comes so easy to you, and not even just so easy to you, but something that you love so much? Can you acknowledge that and actually it's the taking accountability, man. It's too many grown people in this world. It's too many grown children in this world that will never be responsible, that will never take accountability for their actions. And I'm just saying, please do not be one of those people, because the world would be such a better place if people took accountability for their actions. Whether it's you hurting somebody, or whether, like I said, whether it's you blocking your own blessing and your own dreams. Like, it's just take accountability. It's okay to be wrong about stuff, and that's okay. You acknowledge the fact that something was wrong, and you figured out, okay, this is not okay what I'm doing. This is wrong. It's okay to be wrong. How else are you going to adapt? How else are you going to change if you never really understand the fact that you were wrong in that aspect? Even in the simple argument with your friend back and forth, halfway through the argument, if you and your friend are arguing and you are wrong, but you don't want to accept the fact that you are wrong, I promise you, halfway through that argument, your friend is going to say something that's going to hit you in the back of the head and be like, oh, dang, I actually am wrong. Now, right then and there, that is your choice and your time to be like, you know what, friend, I'm sorry, I messed up, I was wrong. Or the irresponsible person is just going to continue arguing back. Somebody is going to be wrong in the argument, and everybody wants to be right. But you don't always learn from everything being right. You know, you don't always learn from winning every single trade, which you're not going to. But in trading, you win more from your losses than anything. It's the same in life. You learn more from your losses than anything. You don't always have to be big guy, tough girl. You don't have to. Just accept the fact when you're wrong. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Okay, I apologize. What can I do to fix this? What can I do to change it? Because I understand that I misstepped. I understand that I was talking out the side of my neck, and you made me realize that I was wrong. So let's change it. Especially if it's like, I'm just using the case of an argument, but it's like, especially if it's somebody that you don't want to lose in your life. You can lose people in your life over the stupidest stuff. Some crazy minuscule argument, and then something drastic can happen, and that's how it ended, and you would be devastated just because you couldn't accept the fact that you was wrong. Now, I know I kind of went far off with that one, but I mean, not really, because things like that happen all the time. You hear and talk about stuff like that, like, oh, they was just arguing, and then this person left the house and ran into a tree, and now I can't say anything to them, and I wish I would have just calmed down in that moment and talked to them and told them, you know what, I was wrong, I apologize, I let my ego and my pride get in the way, and you can't do that. You can't do it. It's time and place for everything. Do not let that ego and that pride deprive you of a good friendship, relationship, business partner, whatever journey that you're on. Do not let it, because pride and ego can mess you up real bad in trading. I done talked to y'all about it before, especially when you be on that winning streak, that winner's high, and you just come in the market and feel like you're unstoppable. Oh, baby, the market will humble you every single time. I know I've said that before, because it certainly will. There's a time and a place for everything. Acknowledge the fact that maybe you don't do enough back testing. Acknowledge the fact that, oh, maybe I do need to tighten up whenever it's time for me to show up. Maybe I do need to be more alert. I can't just sit here and say, oh, I did my journal, oh, I did my back testing, and you did 10 minutes of it. I mean, if that's how you roll, then cool, you know. It do be points and times where, like I said, I won't back test. Like, while I'm actually trading, I don't even want to call it forward testing, because it's not that I'm testing a new strategy, but I'm making sure that my strategy is still good, making sure my strategy is still tight. But that doesn't leave room for, that does leave room for mishaps and missteps. So anytime that I'm having a really rough week while I'm actively live trading, I will definitely go ahead and backtest. I'm always going to journal. You know, I had my moment last month, but I always have to journal. How do you know what you need to change? It's one thing to just continue to say it up here, say it up here, say it up here, And that's cool and that's good because you really can. You can say it up here and you can say it to yourself so many times and you be like, bro, I really need to act on that. I really need to do that. Or, like I said, I think it's good to do both. You write it out and you actually read it. I told y'all, every time I go back and reread my journal and it's just like, it's no way I did that this day. Why would I do that when I just said last quarter I wasn't going to do that anymore? It's actually mind blowing because, like I said, it's something that will help you develop and help you grow. But that's all I got for y'all tonight, man. I'm getting to rambling and it's getting late. So I wasn't able to make y'all a video this morning, but I said I'm definitely still going to make one tonight, even though I just got home. But that's all right. But that's really all I got, man. Like I said, acknowledge the problem, acknowledge the issue, take accountability for it, put on your big boy pants and your big girl pants, and be a responsible adult. Accept the fact that this is something that can be changed. This is something that I am actively doing. This is something that just needs to be switched up just a little bit. And adapt. Change it. Adapt, adjust, whatever you want to say. Change it. Slow step onto it. You don't have to just cold turkey everything. You don't have to just jump off the bridge. Like, take your time. Figure out what works for you. Seriously, y'all. Figure out what works for you, because it's, if you sit there and try to follow somebody else's regiment that is just 4 o'clock billionaire strong woman, got everything going on, you're gonna crumble and fall because you bit off more than you could chew. Start off slow. Do the small noticeable changes first. And the more small things that you stack on top of each other, the better it will be. That's all I got for y'all, for real, man. Troops, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming by. Thank y'all for, man, I really appreciate the troops because I know the uploads be crazy. First of all, the video that I made for y'all yesterday, I made it early in the morning and I scheduled it to be posted at 8 o'clock. I completely forgot. Every time you try to schedule a video, it's automatically gonna put you on the next day. And I'm just glad that, you know, I was down here doing what I was supposed to do. And I just, after I got done doing my little, you know, chart work and stuff, I went and checked my YouTube and I was like, oh, I did not, that video didn't get uploaded today. So, you know, that was kind of annoying because I'm trying to do it more in the morning because I know a lot of the views went down because of the time I'm posting. But like I tell y'all, man, it's not for the views at this point. Well, not even at this point. I've been saying that from the beginning. It's not just about the views. It's about me getting the message out because it's stuff that really be heavy on my heart, and it's like I can really only talk to y'all about it, you know, even if it's only one person. It is what it is. I'm glad that you was able to watch it and take something from it because it really does touch my heart every single time. So yep, I already shouted out the troops. Go ahead and sub up if it's your first, second, or third time on the channel. If you already subbed up, I appreciate you. I love you. Go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know if you like the video or not. Yeah, I hope that y'all have a blessed night, day, week, month, years, 2025. What time to be alive, what time to thrive and strive for greatness. December is almost over. I said that and it's only like the second. It's literally the second of the month and I'm talking about it's almost over. It just feels like it's almost over for me because work is just, I started to ramble, and that's not what we're about to do. We was getting off this video. That's all I got for y'all. It's your girl TP Tab. I'm out.